Today I'm checking out this 4K digital camera and video camera. I was sent this at no cost so I could do this review. Let's take this thing out of the box and see what it comes with. When you open the box, you're going to find the manual and this really nice kind of like semi-rigid or rigid case here. This is great because it's going to protect the camera, and it's good that they come with it. All right, so this is all what came out of the case. Again, I want to show you this case. It's molded inside, so it holds the camera well, and it has this little storage compartment on the top to help you hold everything you need in there. Pretty much everything you need to just carry this thing around with, chargers and everything. It comes, of course, with the camera, a battery, a sunscreen here. It comes with a lens cap. It did have a 32 gig memory card inside of the camera. Then it comes with a little string so you can attach the lens cap here to the camera so that way you don't lose your lens cap. A cleaning cloth, the manual, a USB-C to USB-A cable for charging, even the wall adapter to charge. So everything you need to get started. I'm going to go ahead and charge this camera up, and then we're going to check out how well this camera works. All right, so I've charged the battery up and I've had some time to use the camera, and I'm going to go over some of the features that are on this camera. So it does have a flash. They call it fill light, but if you notice here, that flash comes up and you can push it to close it. And if you want to use the flash, basically you push the button, that's flash on, you close it, that's flash off. It does have a hot shoe on the top. Here's the power button to turn it on. So this is the shutter switch here. You do have an exposure dial here, so you can, add or subtract exposure up to 3 in either direction, or you just leave it on 0 for the automatic exposure. Then you have all of these different modes here that's in the dial. You've got basically camcorder or video type of modes, and you've also got picture type of modes. You've got burst, you got timers, all kinds of little settings. They'll go into detail on that in the manual. It does have a little loop here on the side so you can put, like a lanyard or something for your hand or even around your neck if you wanted. This large screen on the back is touch sensitive, so it is a touch screen on the back. So this is zoom in and zoom out, and it is digital zoom. It doesn't have an optical zoom, so it's kind of like zooming on your phone. This is to switch between the two cameras. There's actually a camera here. This is not an eyepiece where you look through it. This is a camera, just like the other camera sensor is in this lens out here. So if you want to switch between the two, so like in this case, you could have that camera pointing to you, and you could have yourself on the screen here so you can kind of see what it is recording. Or of course, you have this side that's going out this direction, and that's also going to show you what's being recorded here, so you don't use the eyepiece. Then these are all your different settings, how you can go through, up, down, left, right, walk through, okay. Then you've got, deletes and things like that, your wireless keys. So these are multifunction buttons right here. This is the menu, and this is how you can play back your media that's on there. So on the bottom, you have the door here. This is where your battery goes, and this is where you put your SD card. This one has a 32 gig SD card in it. This is where you can mount it to the tripod. So it does have a screw-in mount on the bottom. Now on this side, you have your ports. So this is an HDMI port, USB port. So this USB-C port is how you can connect it to your computer and either use this as a webcam or take the data off the card or to charge it. And then also it has a mic in right here. So if you wanted to put a mic here or you wanted to wear a mic, that's your 3.5mm plug, and it uses just a standard microphone. This is not a removable lens. This is basically just a lens in the front, just like you would have your sensor back here. This is a little speaker, and then it does have a built-in mic, so if you are recording audio and you don't have a plugged-in mic, it's right here, the little hole. Now I have went through here and changed some of the settings. As you notice, when you turn it on, it says like welcome, and then when you turn it off, it says goodbye. You've got all your menu settings here. I've got it on a beep feedback. You can set that loud or lower. There's quite a bit of settings that you can do in here, and you can just, scroll through them. Like I said, this is touchscreen, and you have two different areas. This is kind of like a video mode and a photo mode, I guess. And you also have Wi-Fi. So if you want to connect this to Wi-Fi or be able to communicate with it, like there's an app for your phone, things like that, you could just connect it to your Wi-Fi. I have connected it to our Wi-Fi. It was very easy to do, and I just don't use it, so I turned it back off so it wouldn't eat up the battery. And then you need to get out. You can just do that, and you're back to this mode. Again, you can change the different modes right here. They'll just flip through different things. You want to give it a second so it can fully move through the modes. That's about it out here. There's a little LED here too that you can actually change settings on air. So when you have it plugged in or you're recording, this can be kind of like a feedback LED, but I did turn that off also. So I'm going to go ahead and take some video footage of this, see how nice it looks. All right, so I'm actually taking this footage using this camera so you can see, you know, the quality of it. There's my hand. How are y'all doing? And it's on a tripod, so it's stabilized. I have found that if you move around a lot with it, it doesn't track really well with you. So if you're trying to do like some really high-speed motion, it's probably not the camera you're looking for. But if you're looking to do something like we're doing here, you put it on a tripod, using it for podcasts or YouTube, things like that, looks like it's going to work really well. Now, I don't have an external mic, so that's why the audio quality is the way it is, but this does support an external mic to give you that higher quality sound when you're recording your videos. All right, so I hope that information about the camera was helpful. Thank you very much for watching. Y'all take care.